up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to the home of the Wyoming Cowboys in Laramie, Wyoming. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Wyoming Cowboys offense will take the first swing of the game. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Sends it back in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. It'll be 3rd and long. Anderson wants to throw. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Oh, he'll keep it on the draw. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. It's not the elevation giving you shortness of breath. This crowd alive to try to help the Cowboys. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Quick handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles.
Turning it on! Made a defender miss. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Ducks want to move quickly. Oregon was dominant last season until the Ducks ran into that Ohio State juggernaut in the Rose Bowl, and that left Oregon still in search of its long-awaited first national title.
Well, Dan Lanning has built this thing into a national championship contender. He's done it in the trenches. But I'm curious to see what they do at quarterback and how that position plays out. Dylan Gabriel exhausted his 17th year of eligibility finally last year, David, so that's where my eyes are at.
He did, no doubt about it. He was around for a long time, but I think it's more the excitement with Lanning. Continuing to bring in higher classes, but breaking through and getting that first national title. They're on the precipice. Is this the year?
And the Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bring in the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
He tried to go play action, but that did not affect the defensive tackle. He was bull rushing his guy, collapsing the pocket. He comes away with the sack.
Moore will throw. Just a little off. Incomplete.
Hey, even those balls that are thrown near the line of scrimmage, they're going to the running backs and to the tight ends. Those small passes can go for big gains. Great job getting the mitts up in the air and deflecting that football.
Going for it all. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. Throws to the tight end. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Cowboys will try to pin them back with the punt. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Gets the back moving. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's low. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
That touch pass went nowhere. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage. His defense didn't hang its head. They stood tall after the big play. Third and goal coming. Moore to the air. The quick out. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. trying to bully their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Oregon 7, Wyoming 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Richardson. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. They'll try the outside to the left. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First and 10 coming up. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Off the play fake. Fires on the move. It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
With the catch, it's Durham. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, the ground game. Breaks into the open. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, obviously the offense went 3-and-out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Toss sweep to the left. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's first and 10. Anderson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Trying to move the pile into the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. On the option. Touchdown, Wyoming! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Bryant. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The elevation isn't the only thing to worry about up here. This crowd making its presence felt on 3rd down. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! He got a step and just dusted the field.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point. No issue with the treacherous footing. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 8 over East Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll toss it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Looking for room. It's Scott. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down. The Cowboys will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Moore will throw. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. All by himself. There he goes. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Oregon.
And if I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Anderson wants to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Nose tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They'll go to the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Ducks will have it 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Running to Green. He has the 1st and still on his feet. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Ducks, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he got loose. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. He leaves it with his back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
28, Wyoming, 7.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the 1st half. Makes the grab. It's Richardson. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Anderson will throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Scott. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll pick up 5. It'll be 3rd and 5.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. That is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they are still down by 21. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
The Cowboys will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The play-action fake. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone, and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on for the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Fires toward the target. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Finds the tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Quarterback making checks. Anderson wants to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Scott. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And a really nice job by the defense winning 2nd down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good 3rd down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
And the Cowboys line up to punt it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Hughes. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Slings it downfield. He's got an open man. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
And the Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bryant. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Moore to the air. Got the quick pass. Plows through the defense. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Rides the back on the option, the give. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. The Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Scott. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Hamilton. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time, throwing the incompletion.
Hard running there. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead.
35, Wyoming, 7.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Anderson will throw. Caught behind the line. It's Scott. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman in a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. The give out of the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Fights off a defender. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Hughes. He breaks a tackle. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Right back to the well. Through the contact. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Ducks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 20.
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
42, Wyoming.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Final play of the quarter coming. Anderson wants to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. The Cowboys send out the punt unit.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive there.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. The Ducks will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Throws for the tight end. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings, try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give on the option. There he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. Great job by the back on the option.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Duke is darn near putting up video game numbers offensively, and the result is a comfortable lead for the Blue Devils on the scoreboard. They're up by 31 over the Groupers. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looking for space. It's Scott. Got the first down and more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Defense better dig in for the run. Heavy formation is there. They'll ride the hot hand. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. They'll give it to the back. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Anderson will throw. Finds his man. It's Durham. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Off play action. Now improvising. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Oh, the attempt is no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer. Instead, they're still way, way behind.
And that's his 2nd miss of the day. And listen, it's a real thing, man. The wet, the ball gets heavier. Like, the operation doesn't go as smooth with the conditions. And I'd be shocked if we saw him again today.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. The screen, he can go. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
The handoff, keep working on that clock.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And first down for the offense.
Not a lot of drama in this one as they just get punched in the face and lose by double figures.
Not a lot of drama, but there is a lot to fix on offense, on defense, on special teams. This team, David, they've got a lot to figure out.
Yeah, but you know what, Jesse? The coaches are going to be in a great mood. The bus rides, the plane rides, those will all be real fun. Practice this week, it's going to be a ball.